Hey, how's it going? Today's going to be a good day, and here's the reason why. Today, we're going to cover a crazy important topic, probably the most important topic in your business and in life. It's how to have a top producer mentality. Now, most of you know that top producer. Okay, that's that one that, it's the slick sales person. This could be a lender, could be a realtor, could be an insurance agent, could be a construction person, construction contractor, could be a plumber. I mean, somebody that's kind of got that top producer mentality, and they may seem really sloppy when they do business. They may be bad communication. They may have several reasons why you're not. They're kind of that shark in the business. But I'm going to tell you this, they're actually really good at their time management, believe it or not. They're actually really, really good at it. But just know one of the first people that they ignore in their business is not the client. Okay. It's not the client. They don't ignore the client. They don't ignore the future business that they don't have yet. They don't ignore those. They ignore us. And it could be the other real estate agent that's trying to get a showing on their property. It could be the other real estate agent that you're trying to find out if they receive that request for repairs. And what you usually end up getting is their assistant. And you think, oh my gosh, I hate doing business with them. I hate it. But I'm going to tell you the truth about that person. I'm going to tell you the truth about that other agent or that other, lender you're trying to work with or something like that. All right. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them right now. I'm going to defend them maybe for a second because they're actually crazy top producers. Okay. They're crazy top producers in their business. They're the ones that you wish you could make the money they're making. All right. Or you're on track to hopefully make the money they're making someday, and that's what you want. You're wanting that at least. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like where you're at right now. Maybe you like the reactive business. Every so often you get that person that calls you and you get to sell a house. You get to sell a property. You get to list a property. Maybe you get a new loan, or if you're a lender, you get a refinance. You get to do that. It doesn't matter what it is. If that's where you're happy and you're comfortable being right there, so be it. Go do it. But if you want to shift to the next level, if you want to be that top producer in the industry, you want to be the one that gets all the calls, not just the occasional call from the client, then this is what it takes. It takes to be that person. They're not sloppy, by the way. They actually run their business like a business. They just focus on the 20%. You've heard that 20%. Okay, that 20% of the activities that are done per day are the ones that are going to bring you 80% of your business. The whole Pareto's law. 20% that's going to bring you 80% of your business. They focus on that each and every day. Their time management is stuck in a way, and they may tell you, oh, yeah, I don't live by my calendar. It's not that they don't live by their calendar, it's that they've lived by their calendar in the past, that they made it a habit. So they don't even have to put it on their calendar anymore. It's like working out, all right? When you first want to get to working out, it's probably on your calendar when you're really, truly going at it and you're going to do it the right way. And you're like, you know what? I've done it multiple times over and over again. And this time is going to be different. This time I'm going to actually stick to I'm going to stick to my eating regimen. I'm going to stick to bringing in a certain amount of calories and outgo that a certain amount of calories per week, per day. It's typically because it can't be per week. Because if it's per week, you're going to do it maybe once. It's got to be daily. It's got to be an activity that you're doing every day and you're sticking to it to be able to stay on track, to be able to do what you want to do. So I'll use myself as a reference. Okay. About 2 years ago, I read the book called Atomic Habits. Maybe it was 3 years ago. I'm not sure. Time flies when you're having fun. And one of the things about Atomic Habits that really caught my attention to my eating regimen and my working out, because my working out was so sporadic, I would hit it hard for a good maybe 2 months, and then I'd quit for 3 to 6 months. Maybe not quite that long, but I just wouldn't stick to the workouts. I'd be very sporadic through those next 3 to 6 months. And it just wasn't consistent at all. And so I had to make a choice. And when I read that book, it really opened my eyes to a couple things. Habit stacking, that was a huge deal for me because that allowed me to do a training while I'm working out, which a training I needed to do every day because as a real estate coach, I needed to have content for my coaching clients. So now I'm feeding my business while I'm working out my body. So then it got to the point to where I was doing it every 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Actually, probably started with just Tuesday, Thursday. And then when I started reading that book, I realized, oh my goodness, there is no way I'm going to stick to this because those days are really tough for me to get up extra early in the morning, roughly 4:50-ish for me. I mean, some of you get up way earlier than that, but about 4:50 for me so that I can get up and get going and get my daughter off to school in time. But I needed to get it done before they woke up. I also wanted to read the Bible more. I wanted to make sure I was reading the Bible every day. So I wanted to get up early enough that I could do a quick 30-minute workout, 20 to 30-minute workout, and then read the Bible before my daughter got up for school. That was the plan. So that book forced me to say, look, the only way to do it is to do it every day. And I have to treat it like a work week. So Monday through Friday, working out. So now I do a Monday, Tuesday, usually a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for sure. So sometimes I take a midweek break, but Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I'll say sometimes because this has motivated me so much now over the last 2, 3 years that I like 5 days a week. It just makes it a work week. So Monday through Friday is my workout schedule. Like I said, sometimes I do take off that Wednesday, and that's okay. It's okay because it's structured Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, if you did your lead generation that way, and you said, look, I know that I've got to do the 20% every day in order to be able to be consistent with my lead generation. Now, what's going to end up lacking? Is your servicing gonna lack? No, because that's 80%. That's 80% of the work. Believe it or not, I'm not saying you have to do 80% of the tough phone calls each day, 80% of the activities that you don't want to do each day. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're going to do 80% lag measures. Okay. 80%. But the one thing that cannot get shaken up is the 20. You got to do 20% every single day of the activities that you don't want to do. All right. So, step one, self awareness. You must be aware that you're trying to do activities to generate business is not going to just come natural. Trying to do these activities is not going to just come natural. Self aware. Step one, self aware. I'm going to say it again. It's like that 1-800 number you hear on the radio like 3 or 4 times until it sticks in your head in the jingle. I'm going to say it 3 times. Ready? Self awareness is being aware that the activities you're trying to generate is not going to come natural. Self aware, it will not come natural. Self aware will not come natural. You won't like it. You won't like it, but that's okay. That's okay because being aware of that I'm not going to like this is step one. You got to know that I'm not going to like this that I have to do. But the activities that you don't have to like 100% of the time, that you don't have to like it. Those activities are the ones that are going to be the most important thing you do each day. And this could be 5 phone calls a day. And these have to be phone calls or face-to-face contacts 5 a day. That's really small, by the way. I'd rather you do 20 a day because think about that. If you did 5 a day, well, if you were working your SOI and we're saying 100 contacts per year on all your SOI, okay, that's every SOI member, which is an SOI. Remember, a watered down SOI is someone you don't know very good. A non-watered down is somebody that's a good friend of yours, family. I mean, we're talking about just checking in with some family members and friends. So we're saying 100 contacts per year of each individual person. If you have 100 people, they need 100 contacts per year, each one of them. So what we're saying is those people, those 100 people in your database, if you were to pick 5 a day, if you were to do 100 contacts per year at a 7-to-1 ratio, that means for every 7 that you talk to, you're going to get 1 lead. Structure. Okay. We know this as a science. It really does work. Every 7 people you consistently contact with a 100 contact plan per year, you're going to get 1 sale out of it. All right. So if you're only calling 5 a day, you're missing that opportunity to get 1 sale today. But if you're getting in front of the face of 10 a day, you're going to get 1 a day. That's 5 a week. That's 5 new deals a week. That's how far off you are right now. If you're not getting 5 new deals a week, be honest with yourself. Are you at least calling 10 a day? Okay, 10 a day. Are you at least calling 10 people a day? Now, some days are going to be better than others, but it is an average. Okay, it's an average of 7-to-1. So some days you're going to hit 10. You're going to say, Sean promised I'm going to get 1. If I called 10 and I didn't get 1 today. But what did you get? Did anyone say, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to buy and I'm going to move in maybe 5 years? Guess what? That's 1. That's 1 future deal right there you just got that I'm going to buy in 5 years Because guess what? Cut it in half. Usually, if someone's got their sights set on buying in 1 year, they're going to be looking in 3 to 6 months. Okay. 5 years, about 2.5 years, they're going to be moving, probably more like two. You're going to be looking a lot in the next year to 2 years, which means they're probably going to move much sooner, unless they have a specific timeline of retirement date already set on the calendar. But they're going to be looking ahead of time. And if you're not giving them that attention each and every month, each and every week, they're going to get it from somebody else. So this is the reason for the important phone calls, everyone. So, 5-to-1 ratio is not the truth. It's 7-to-1, right? So you've got to do at least 10 a day. All right. If you were to do 5 contacts a day, if that's all you have the time to do, all right, 5 a day, then at least hit the 5. And the 5 need to be 5 communication phone calls. You need to talk to 5 people. We're not saying you attempted 5 phone calls. Okay, that's me. And that might be another coach might say, just attempt 5. Okay, fine, do that if you want. But I'm saying make a choice to talk to 5 people today. 5 people talk to. All right, that's either on the phone, and that's not text message. That's not email address. I'm saying let's put it on steroids. If you choose 5, choose 5. It might take you 10 dials, might take you 15 dials to talk to 5. It might take you 10 door knocks. You can go door knock people. You could do what's called a pop by. These are your SOI. Just go pop by. Pop by their house and bring them a gift. Bring them some cookies. Bake some cookies tonight. Bring them some cookies. Guys, that's for you too. You probably go buy some donuts. Take them some donuts. I don't know. Anyway, not a good idea. Do something different. We're talking about health here, okay? Go buy some gluten-free bread. I don't know. Whatever. Just take them a gift. All right. Take them a gift and say, hey, I just happen to be in the area. I'm just making my rounds, checking in with the people I know. Hey, just want to bring you a little gift. And it's branded with you, whatever it might be that you choose to do, but get in front of people's face. That's how it's going to happen. That's the 20%. You only need to do this 20%, guys. 20%. All right. But here's an important key part here. You've got to track these activities. You've got to have some sort of tracking. I suggest use a CRM, keep notes on those conversations, and set an alerts when to make the call again, or the text again, or the direct door knock again, or the pop by again, whatever it might be. Set an alert when to do it again. The CRMs used right will help you do so much more. And then over time, you start to set up other things like auto emails that go out, or we find someone that owns a home and we do what's called an e-listing alert around their house. So they get immediate notification when a new property pops up on their block. It's easy to do. You can do it on your MLSs. I'll do it. But guess what? Your CRMs do it too. Almost every CRM. I don't know a CRM that doesn't do it, but there's probably some out there. If so, no big deal. I'm just saying that use a system to send out some sort of e-listing alert on those that own a home. That's another one of the 100 touches you're going to do per year. Setting those systems up and tracking the activities that you need to do. Okay. The one item that can get you 100% the results of your business is doing tracking daily activities. Doing and tracking those daily activities. It's 100% results of your business. 100%. There is nothing else that can be tracked. You can't track the lag measures. You could track the ones you have, but you're going to find you have none if you don't track the lead measures. Tracking the lag measures, one will fall out of escrow, right? It's not going to stay in escrow, so it's not going to help you. You track the lead measures, that 20%. If you track the lead measures, you will see the results. It's 100% correlated to the results of your business. Okay. It's the highest priority, right? The very highest priority. Okay. 2 hours a day of tracking tough activities. Okay. So I'll say this, the toughest activities will be the highest success results. So the toughest activity for you to do will be the highest results, return on your investment. So this is an investment you're doing. It's an invest amount of time you're putting in each day. It's an investing. You're investing the time into your daily activities. All right. So today, I want you to do this. I want you to step one. All right. I want you to do the step one that we talked about is self-awareness. Okay. Well, being aware that this is not going to be easy, just like losing weight. It's not easy. Just like getting into the gym. It's not easy, but what do? We start by putting our gym clothes on. We start by getting up in the morning. Brush your teeth first. Miracle Morning. That's another great book by Hal Elrod. Hal Elrod. Great book, right? Miracle Morning. You get up first. Get your legs out of bed, all right? And then get in there and brush your teeth. Because when you brush your teeth, it kind of gets you moving and doing stuff. And then get your gym clothes on. Step one, all right? So we know we're self-aware this is going to be tough, but we've got to do it. Okay. And then step two, time management. Put it in the calendar and make it a daily activity. All right. They won't be fun activities, but we're going to do it. This could be an hour to 2 hours. I suggest 2 hours. So that's my suggestion. Minimum 2 hours and a number of people you're going to speak to in those 2 hour times. All right. And this is a time that you put your phone on do not disturb. That way you don't get inbound calls. Suggest you call from your CRM. All of your CRMs have the ability to make phone calls from and text messages from. You just let them know this is your office line. My cell phone number is this. Give me a call back on my cell phone, but this is my office line. And just wanted to reach out and see how things are going, what you got going on. And so send out text messages, email addresses, and phone call dials from the CRM. That way you leave your phone on do not disturb and set it on the across the room. So don't force you to look at it, start playing around on social media. Now, we'll say social media is another time block time for you to work. But this is how you get something quick and get into production quick, is the actual direct face-to-face or voice-to-voice on the phone connections with people. So that's step two, is time block it in your calendar and stick to that time block every day, 5 days a week, a work week. Okay. That's not that much time. I'm only asking you to do 2 hours a day. That's only 10 hours a week of real work, but it's going to bring you that 10 hours a week is going to bring you 32 hours of actual lag measures. And that's what we want. It's not that we don't want the lag measures, guys. Is we want those lag measures, but we'll never get them if we don't have the lead. Okay. So this week, I want you to focus on this. Number one, understanding self-awareness. Number two, time blocking those activities that need to happen. Okay. Time block them and stick to those time blocks. That is an important, most important time of the day is right there. Stick to those 2 hours. Make those minimum calls you're going to make, those minimum direct connections. I don't care if it takes 15, 20, 30 calls to talk to 5 people. You do it and stick to it. And suggestion, say I'm going to break through it. I'm going to break through it. I'm going to talk to 6 people. I'm going to talk to 11 people. I'm going to talk to 21 people. That way you break through the mold and you show and prove to yourself that I can do this job. I can break through the mold. I can do these tough, only 20% of the things I'm doing per day. I can do the 20% that's going to bring me 80% of my results. This is how it takes, this is how this is how to have that top producer mentality. Top producer mentality. You all know that top producer that annoys you like snot because they're slow to answer. But you know what? It's because they're lead generating. Especially if you're calling them in the morning, don't expect them to answer. They're lead generating. Don't expect it. All right, go get it. It's not going to come to you.